Hot Rod will kick it off. Rodrigo Blankenship in front of a packed house on this homecoming Saturday night in Athens. Derek Mason looking for Vandy to capitalize on some close games. They nearly won in South Bend a couple of weeks ago. Jamari Wakefield, Josh Crawford back to receive for Vanderbilt. Rodrigo Blankenship will get us started. And we are underway from the Classic City. No chance for a return for Vanderbilt. And so Kyle Shermer takes the field. His Achilles heel the last couple of games has been turnovers. He's turned it over 4 times the last 2 contests. Good size at 6'4", 225, and top 3 in Vandy history in passing yards and touchdowns. He did not put up sensational numbers the last time Vandy came here 2 years ago, but they won the game. He was just 7 of 18 for 109 yards, but he led them on the game-winning drive midway through the 4th quarter. Keyshawn Vaughn is in the backfield next to Shermer. Georgia shows blitz. They bring it from the edge, and it's batted down. Walter Grant did not hide the fact that he was coming. Vanderbilt graduated Ralph Webb. He was the all-time leading rusher in school history. And even without his durability and dependability, they feel like the three-headed monster they have back there now puts them in better position.
Yeah, I think they got a great mixture of running backs. Keyshawn Vaughn, the transfer from Illinois, ran for over 1,000 yards there. He's dynamic. He's more of the home run hitter. Later on, you'll see Kari Blasingame, a former linebacker, that's their bruiser. And then Jamari Wakefield as well will mix it up.
3rd and 3. Shermer has it batted away. He was trying to find Pinckney. And Vandy will be forced to punt. Tyler Clark got a piece of it.
A really good job here. 2 guys stunting to the middle of the formation. And again, defensive lineman. First day, you're taught, if you don't hit home, get your hands up.
So Kirby Smart will send the offense out to the field under the direction of Jake Fromm. 17-2 as a starter, 5 wins against top 25 opponents, leading the nation in pass efficiency, 3rd in the country in completion percentage. All those numbers add up to a quarterback that has the respect of his locker room and his huddle. But the quarterback position will be the story of the game tonight. We'll see if and when Justin Fields enters. Elijah Holyfield will start at tailback. On play action, Fromm goes to an in route, and that's complete to Miko Hardman, and he fights for another extra yard. They pick up 6. Great visit with Jim Chaney, the offensive coordinator of Georgia, and Kirby Smart yesterday. We spent a lot of time talking about how Justin Fields fits into this offense, and the feeling we came away with is that they want to put Fields in a position to run the entire offense, not just the Wildcat. Lob is incomplete. He was trying to find Terry Godwin. But there's no question that when they needed a spark last week, that's when they went to Fields.
Yeah, Fields is a dynamic athlete. There's things that they can do running the football as a changeup that really add a spark to this offense. But I'm most intrigued about what we don't know about Justin Fields yet. How prolific, how efficient can he be in the passing game? If he can do that, we're going to continue to see more and more of Justin Fields. As good as Fromm is, he adds an element that Fromm doesn't have.
DeAndre Swift is now in the game at running back. Fromm on 3rd and 4, and it's batted away on a tremendous play by Joanne Williams, the most talented cover corner that Vandy has. He was defending Terry Godwin.
And the second time Fromm looks Godwin's way. Guy that's only got 4 catches on the year, still trying to get him going. Teams have a tough time getting explosive plays on Georgia. One of the reasons they're opportunistic. When they hold a ball carrier up, they tackle well in space, and they get hats to the ball. Always 2, 3, 4, 5 guys tackling every ball carrier. Tough to get chunk plays on this defense.
5th in the nation in scoring defense, 6th in the country in total defense. Under defensive coordinator Mel Tucker, spent a lot of time in the NFL, at one point the interim head coach of the Jaguars. On 1st and 10, Vandy hands it off. This is Keyshawn Vaughn into the open field. Vaughn with a bend to the outside and a sprint inside the 20. Vaughn throws the brakes on, and he picks up a first down on a 44-yard run. Big run has him in great position, 3rd and 1. Kari Blasingame is the tailback. Georgia brings pressure up the middle, and it's blown up. Tyler Clark slid right through to loss of 2.
Vandy brings in a little extra bulk here at the tackle at tight end, but you're going to see Clark come right through. That's got to be a down block by 86. He's got to get on the hip there, at least get a body on him, and Clark just too quick.
Almost impossible to get your head all the way across on that block, Jordan, especially in goal line.
Got to get a piece, though. At least a piece.
So a 25-yard attempt for Riley Gay, junior from outside of Chicago. And Gay has Vanderbilt on the board as the Doors strike first. Andre Swift started the first 4 games. Elijah Holyfield came out as the starting running back tonight. It'll be Swift here. And Swift is so versatile. They got him on the field last year by putting him out there as a slot receiver. And Jim Chaney said it's benefited him greatly because he knows the concepts of every position. From going deep, high arcing shot. It is hauled in. Terry Godwin. And he stays up. Godwin dances into the end zone. 75 yards. Well, you could tell the point guard wanted to set up a reliable score. Went to him twice, first drive, nothing, and then a big shot to get on the board.
And I love it. Just one completion last week of a ball thrown more than 15 yards. Fromm had an open guy underneath, but he saw what he wanted to on the back end. He took a calculated risk, and he put that ball on the money. Yeah, the 3rd target for Godwin, just 4 catches on the year. We spoke to Jake Fromm, and he said, I want to get guys involved early. You're going to see the post here with an over route. And actually, this is open, but the safety has flat feet. Fromm reads that, sees it. Right here, see that safety bite up? He knows he's got it. Backside corner's not even in the equation, and a great ball on a post route for a guy in Fromm that last week he missed 2 deep ones. Missed a post throw, missed another one on the left sideline. That's beautiful right there. I mean, right in stride.
How about the moves that Godwin had to stay up and get in? Tail end of the play was almost as impressive as the throw.
That's what a good run game. We were just talking about the running backs in Swift and Holyfield. That's what they'll do. Get everybody to bite up. Those safeties will get heavy-footed, get their eyes in the backfield, and that's when you're most susceptible to the deep shot.
They are 5-0 on the season. Looking to turn back the clock in the Bluegrass. Shermer will hand it off. No, he spins and wants to throw. And so out of the backfield, he goes to Wakefield. Second quarter there. Out of the timeout. 1st and 10, Vandy. Another 4-man rush where they bring a backer and flags down and pass complete. It's the first catch for Kalijah Lipscomb.
Offside. Defense. Number 51. Penalty is refused. Result of the play is the first down.
David Marshall.
So when we talked to Andy Ludwig, he referenced the Missouri game, said they did a good job of establishing the run in 4 receiver sets as we see right here, something that Vandy's going to try to do.
Pressure coming. Shermer off his back foot, and it falls incomplete and will leave 3rd and 8. There were 3 different red jerseys in the Vandy backfield that time. David Marshall, one of them. Play clock at 3. 4-man rush again. Shermer, incomplete. Nobody was there. Lipscomb, the nearest Vandy receiver. He was at the hash, and that ball was thrown to the numbers. Really interesting talking with Jake Fromm about how he prepares for games. He spent the summer at the Manning Academy, and if you're going to learn from somebody how to prepare, both the right way and the efficient way, Peyton Manning would be a pretty good tutor.
Yeah, I mean, I get to go to that camp every year. Peyton and Eli dump as much information and knowledge as they can on these college kids, and I think Fromm, his biggest takeaway as we talked to him was having answers, knowing exactly where to go with the ball, checking the ball down more, making smart decisions from the quarterback position.
And he fires over the middle for a sliding grab to Riley Ridley. 15-yard gain. Idea that Jake Fromm comes to the line of scrimmage not with one counter to the play that's called, but at times 4 different options to what the play is called.
Yeah, and most quarterbacks can come to the line of scrimmage, and if they have a run play on, maybe the coaches have talked about, okay, you can change it to this. Well, Jake Fromm has 4 or 5 plays, no matter what they call, that he can always check it to, whether it's a run or a pass. He has full autonomy of this offense, unlike most quarterbacks in the SEC or this country.
Trying to set up the screen to Swift. Warner was out there. Swift is able to get out of trouble and turn it into a 9-yard gain. He'll be just short of the first down, it seems. Are we going to see more of a 2-quarterback system with this Georgia team?
I think it'll be kind of a feel-out process. And even talking to Kirby Smart yesterday, they don't have a plan of when and how much Justin Fields will play. It's not like most times we say, okay, we want to put a package in for the 3rd drive or the 4th drive. Not at all. If they need him from a momentum standpoint, they're going to put him in. If they need him because protection issues, they need to change up the running game, they're going to do it. So it's kind of a feeling process, and I think we'll feel out these next few drives with the youth at offensive line and see if there's a need for him.
On 3rd and 20, Fromm finds Holyfield out of the backfield. And he'll pick up only a couple. 3rd and 8.
Elijah Lipscomb at the bottom of your screen here, working on true freshman Tyson Campbell.
Shermer goes over the middle. It is caught for a first down by Jared Pinkney. What a strike. It's a gain of 12, and Vandy gets some breathing room.
7 catches, 71 yards last year, or last game, and what was really his coming out party.
On 2nd and 4. And Vandy gets the first down with Keyshawn Vaughn. Well, you had a similar situation during your playing days at Vandy, a favorite receiver that you go to a lot. That was Jordan Matthews for you. Shermer, almost as effective going to Elijah Lipscomb on a regular basis.
Yeah, and I tell you what, defenses knew exactly where we were going with the ball, and we still went there.
Top of the formation, right at the hashes. Number 16, Lipscomb. Shermer play action, looking for Lipscomb. He's got a step, but Shermer can't get rid of it before the pressure comes. They rule it incomplete. Tay Crowder, pardon me, they ruled it a fumble. The beanbag's on the field at the 17-yard line. Recovered by Vandy.
Where this pressure comes from, but hard play action. Right up the play side. That's the tough part about blocking front side on play action. You want to stay low, but right there, left guard, left tackle get caught up on one guy.
End of the quarter.
He was trying to go to Elijah Lipscomb there. Might have had him. Pressure got there.
Vandy trails 7-3 at the end of 1 in Athens. Early touchdown of the night thus far is the longest play of the season for Georgia. 75 yards from to Godwin. Vandy scored first. And now the Commodores facing a 2nd and 14. This is Blasingame. And he picks up all of that yardage needed and a little bit more and 4 more. Let's check in with Dari. It's a school record, second most in school history, going back to Alabama versus Virginia Tech in 1973. Shermer dumps it out of the backfield to Blasingame. Beautiful block, and Blasingame's into Georgia territory. Finally tacked down by Natez Patrick. It's a gain of 22. Keyshawn Vaughn is in the game now at running back as Vandy operates out of the pistol. That's Pinckney in motion. Not a great snap. Flag on the play on the edge. And a first down likely coming back with multiple flags. We got 3 of them down. And we also have Jared Pinckney down in the Vanderbilt backfield. As it stands, a gain of 13. I don't think that's going to stand for long.
He's really always had the physical potential.
Offense, number 74. That penalty is declined. Illegal formation. Offense, 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. After the play was over, personal foul. Number 3, unnecessary roughness out of bounds on the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So the net result is minus 5 yards, but a first down. At 2nd and 13, they want to run it again. And Jordan Davis has his second consecutive tackle. This one in the backfield for a loss of 2 after Natez Patrick turned him around.
Boy, and I tell you what, Tyler Clark is living in the backfield right now. Nearly pulled down the running back before he even got started, but he is being disruptive in that B and C gap in between the center and guard, the guard and tackle. He's shooting that gap nearly every time.
3rd down, 15. Shermer will move the pocket, throws on the run, complete, and C.J. Bowler lost the football on his way down. Shy of the marker anyway, but it could it was Dobbs who ended up with it, and Vandy will still have a chance at a field goal attempt. Richard LeCompte forced it out, and Dobbs able to hustle his way there.
That's it.
He's headed back to the locker room.
This offense is going to stay out there.
Fourth and 1 for Vanderbilt. Remember, they won here 2 years ago. That was a low-scoring, grinded-out game. Blasingame and Vaughn both in the backfield, flanking Kyle Shermer. Blasingame hit behind the line, tries to surge, and once again it's Jordan Davis who's making plays for Georgia. That is his 3rd tackle on this drive, and the spot shows that they were held short.
And it's just a complete miss up front for Vandy.
They're going to bring out the chains to measure. Looks like he's short by at least a football.
Yeah, they just flat out didn't block Jordan Davis, and then too many bodies in there. You got to take care of the first level in any zone scheme, in any running play. And there's some miscommunication up there on the interior line for Vandy.
That's short. And Vandy turns it over on downs. What a game for Jordan Davis tonight for Georgia.
Tom, I can tell you, Mel Tucker loves Jordan Davis. They think he can be the next John Atkins, that big anchor, that big boulder in the middle of the Georgia defense. They really built it around John, as they call him, a season ago. Just a freshman. He's cut down his weight. Coach Tucker told me he's one of the strongest guys in the weight room already, and they expect him to do big things for this defense moving forward.
Beautiful night here in the Classic City and homecoming. It was homecoming 2 years ago when Vandy came in here and picked up the victory. 2nd and 5. Holyfield finds a hole. Dimitri Moore finds him only after a gain of 12.
And Georgia's starting to push the tempo here a little bit.
Vandy brings pressure, and Jake Fromm finds where that pressure came from. Charlie Werner takes it for a first down to the logo. Gain of 16. Frank Coppett with the stop.
When you're young, you're walking the line of scrimmage. Okay, where are my receivers lining up? What checks do they have? What adjustments do they have? Making sure you know what your guys on your side of the ball are doing. Once that's second nature, now you can really start playing football from the quarterback position.
Fromm going deep. We got a flag and pass interference. Riley Ridley was put in a spin cycle by Randall Haney. Redshirt freshman Haney seeing some playing time tonight.
Yeah, sometimes when you know you're beat, got to slow them down any way possible.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 4. Ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Ridley's going to do a little out and up, and he has him. And honestly, that's a great job by Haney. I mean, you're saving a touchdown there. Yeah, you're giving up 15 yards, but that is a surefire 6 points with Fromm and Ridley when you're that wide open. We've referenced a few times already this game where Fromm manipulates the defense with his eyes. And that's what playing the game on the other side of the ball is now we see Justin Fields in the game for a little changeup.
He'll enter on a 2nd and 6. Those are Fromm's numbers, but now it's the freshman Fields. 6 of his 13 runs have gone for 10 yards or more. 6'3", 225. And Fields will keep it. No, he gave it up, and Holyfield has open field to the pylon. Touchdown, Georgia! 24 yards for Elijah Holyfield.
And that's why Holyfield is so dynamic. He's physical, can run through you, but he can also make incredibly athletic plays like that right there, diving, laying out for the touchdown. Vandy actually was in the right position to stop that play in the backfield, but Holyfield was just too much, as we see. Looks like he stayed in there.
That is an amazing play and body control to keep the ball over and inside the pylon when he went airborne.
It is so hard to do. You see that his body's getting hit the opposite direction, keeps the ball out over the pylon.
When you dive, any part of your body can touch the pylon for a touchdown, and he got almost his entire upper half over the pylon along with the ball. His dad was the real deal. Elijah is the new deal. 3rd rushing touchdown of the season for Elijah Holyfield.
Win, 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 win. These ops ain't lit. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that chip.
First and 15, following the penalty line of scrimmage is the 20.
They go 5 wide here. Remember, the tight end Pinckney has left the game. Empty backfield for Sherman. Over the middle. Nothing doing. Fantastic coverage. It was Lipscomb on the grab, but Monty Rice was right there and all over him. Four-man rush. Shermer caught right at the sideline by Trey Ellis.
If he stays on the flat route, you have a nice window to throw that corner route. That's what Shermer found.
Shermer hands it off, and it'll be a loss of yardage for Jamari Wakefield.
Created space on the inside, and they found some success doing that.
Balance attack for Vandy. Shermer 8 of 12 for 111. Georgia brings an extra man. Shermer setting up a screen. Nice play, Josh Crawford. He's got a Vandy first down. DeAndre Baker finally forces him out after a gain of 11. Shermer with pressure at his feet delivers through traffic. It's another one to a tight window. C.J. Buller picks up 14 as Richard LeCounte put him on his back.
It's me, 3rd and 5 here. You already went for it on 1 4th down. Wouldn't be surprised if we see something short, knowing you might go for it again on 4th.
Play clock at 2. Georgia brings pressure. Shermer fires way high. It sailed on him again. Looking for Buller. Georgia had brought in an extra defensive back right before the play when they saw the Vandy personnel. And so the Doors will try to convert on a long field goal.
Shermer, internal clock sped up a little bit there. He had some pressure around him, but still had a pocket to throw from. Just got a little rattled, sped up a little bit, and an errant throw was the result.
42-yard attempt for Riley Gay. He was missed all 3 of his attempts from 40-plus this season. But he drills that one, and Vandy, after going for it on 4th down on their last drive, takes the points here. Operation standpoint. Really interesting that he's been on both sides of this now. He pushes one out for a completion to Riley Ridley.
He's a pretty confident young man. I don't think he worries too much about what anybody else is doing. I think he's confident in what he does for this team, how good he can be, and he's just scratching at the surface of his potential. He's sat there as comfortable and confident as I've ever talked to a kid.
This one's a big one. It's Isaac Naughta's first grab, and it gets Georgia deep into Vandy territory on a gain of 28.
It's these type of throws that are so impressive when I watch Jake Fromm. He's not going to rifle it in there like a guy that can throw it 70 yards, and he doesn't need to. It's the touch, it's the accuracy, it's seeing the field three-dimensionally. A window isn't something you have to throw it as hard as you can through. Sometimes up and around, changing trajectory. That's what he's so good at.
Goes right back to Naughta. Another first down for Georgia, that time 12. The center goes to the other side, spreading it around to Mecole Hardman, but a flag down. It was on Vandy. It will be declined.
Defense, number 34. Penalty is refused. The result of the play is a first down. Got it. I got it.
Daria Dangbo just a step early. This is where Jake Fromm thrives. 2 minute. He's calling a lot of plays at the line of scrimmage, making adjustments, quick throws.
Vandy brings pressure. Fromm lobs it. End zone. Caught. Mecole Hardman out of the side of the end zone.
Just barely too far. Trying to find Mecole Hardman on the corner route. Great place. Maybe a foot too far towards the sideline, and Hardman can't quite get that foot down.
You like how Fromm responded to the pressure? .119 to go.
Told you, it's the confidence. Nothing phases him. Nothing.
Not even a fish hook in the calf. Same shot, bobbled and caught. Riley Ridley with the touchdown grab. Last 4 plays, he went to 4 different receivers.
And again, it's understanding leverage, understanding who you're throwing to, where to go with the ball. Riley Ridley, your 6'2", 200-pound target on the outside. He's got a huge wingspan. Juwan Williams playing over the top. That's the only place that ball gets completed, is back on Ridley's back shoulder and high into the outside. Great location, great throw, great finish there by Ridley. As far as Vandy is right now, that first play is kind of a gauge. If you get 10 or 15, you might start to push the tempo and try to make something happen. If you get stuffed, just be content letting this clock run off, not making any mistakes, going to the locker room and making those adjustments.
Georgia will get the ball to start the second half. Georgia's offense came into this game looking for explosiveness. They have found it. They've picked up 263 yards on only 26 plays. That's 10.1 yards per play.
Georgia 21.
Dogs trying to stay undefeated. 5-0 on the season. They'll get the ball to start the second half. Kirby Smart's team gave up 230 yards of offense to Vandy, but they hauled them only to a pair of field goals. While there might be some frustrations in terms of the standard they've set from a defensive standpoint, all in all, a really good half to be head coach Kirby Smart, and that includes his visit with Cole. It's a 21-6 lead for Georgia. They've done it in every way possible, including the last touchdown and a great catch by Riley Ridley. Let's get you to the studio. Here's Dari.
And he stays up. Godwin dances into the end zone.
Can't get rid of it before the pressure comes. Touchdown, Georgia! Riley Ridley with the touchdown grab. Welcome back to SEC Saturday Night, presented by Holiday Inn Express. Kirby Smart was not pleased with his defensive execution in the first half. Got to be pleased with the way Jake Fromm's playing. 21-6, Georgia's lead as Derek Mason's squad looks to get things rolling offensively behind Kyle Shermer to get back into this game.
This is what we saw last week. Justin Fields coming on early in drives and getting an opportunity to move the ball all the way down the field.
Fields will throw, and he delivers a strike on his first attempt to Riley Ridley. Kirby Smart insisted, he said, and we got a flag late, well after the play. Kirby Smart insisted, said, I don't want to hear this talk about Justin Fields being a one-dimensional Wildcat quarterback that is in to run the game, to run the ball. He can do more than that, and he will do more than that. But one of the issues standing in his way is they played in so many blowouts, they don't want to throw the ball when Fields is in the game late.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 53 on the offense. 15-yard penalty, second down.
That's Lamont Gilliard, the Georgia center.
Jake Fromm is ahead of him as far as what they can call and having access to the entire playbook.
3rd down, 6. Wow, Nico Hardman! Starts sprinting down Tanyard Creek. It turns into a gain of 27.
And you're going to see him throw to the opposite. Starts right, moves left, feet aren't set, flips it out there, little sidearm.
Batted down that time by Daya Odebango.
You know, as I watch film on Jake Fromm, evaluating him as a quarterback, he does a great job of these off-platform throws. Makes you wonder, and I asked him, what position did you play in baseball? He said third base. He said, it makes sense. You know, he's got a guy, middle infielder, third baseman, used to that three-quarter release, used to flipping it out as fast as they can.
Hit 3 home runs in the Little League World Series back in 2011. The Warner Robins Little League. Also was a star in the mound. Here's Swift. Reversible Swift is running by everybody. Whoa! DeAndre Swift weaves his way to a 35-yard touchdown.
And that's why DeAndre Swift is so dangerous. Used him as a slot receiver last year to get him on the field with a loaded backfield because he's a good route runner. He's got great hands, and he's dynamic with the ball in his hands. That play was made by Jake Fromm. Looked right the entire time, and at the last second flipped his hips. Gave DeAndre Swift a one-on-one situation and a lot of green grass.
Blocking by Terry Godwin downfield. Vandy and Keyshawn Vaughn trying to get some space, and Vaughn powers his way right through Tyson Campbell for a gain of 13. Vanderbilt is 2 of 7 on third down tonight. This is a long one. 3rd and 13. Georgia plays it safe. Shermer incomplete. Batted down by Mark Webb. Shermer and Webb faced off against each other in high school. Webb was at Archbishop Wood, and Shermer coming out of Philadelphia, both Philly guys.
Georgia in a 2-safety shell, which means that middle of the field is wide open. This is the matchup they want. They want Pinckney down the middle of the field, but Webb in perfect coverage there to break that up. Nowhere to go with the ball. We are training him in practice and good-on-good reps to be a passing quarterback, to be a college quarterback, not just a package guy. So we're going to see more and more opportunities for him to throw the ball.
Looking for his tight end. He finds him. This is Charlie Warner for a first down. And Warner wants a little bit more. Warner could have easily stepped out of bounds after the first down. Instead, he rumbles for a 24-yard gain and multiple flags after the play.
They might have got Georgia again on a second push.
Going to replace right guard Cade Mays with Justin Schaefer. Kirby Smart saw from the get-go and immediately pulled him out of the game.
Came late to the party there, tried to clean it up, and a little too late.
After the play was over, a sportsmanlike conduct foul. Offense, number 77. 15-yard penalty. Will be second down.
O-line coach Sam Pittman was right there. Chatting Cade Mays, too. Out of Knoxville Catholic.
It'll be first down.
Deep ball. It's a beauty, but it's too strong. Trying to find Stanley, and Fields got his helmet knocked off after he let it go.
Yeah, this one doesn't feel good. It's a nickel blitz off the edge, but it really comes from up the middle on a second reaction there by Josh Smith. His second move got him to the quarterback, and Fields did a great job of standing in there and delivering a strike downfield. Just missed his receiver.
Jake Fromm back in at quarterback. Blitz coming up the middle for Vandy. Fromm reads it perfectly, and he delivers it to Riley Ridley for a gain of 9.
We're starting to see Vanderbilt's scheme pay off. I talked to Derek Mason. What do you want to try to do to get after the quarterback to stop the run? He said he wanted to create one-on-one situations. If you look, Vandy's going a lot of 5-down guys or walking the linebacker up, meaning all these offensive linemen now are blocking one-on-one, and the next guy you bring is going to have a free shot to the quarterback.
Here's Swift. Beautiful move. Cuts it back inside for a first down. Kentucky just got a scoop and score. They're a point after away from tying it at Kyle Field.
You guys mentioned those protection issues. The Georgia coaching staff, both Kirby Smart and offensive coordinator Jim Chaney, telling us that pass protection was a concern of theirs coming into this football game. Another reason Derek Mason and company dialing up these blitzes.
Well, yeah, it's some of that youth, right? I mean, you got Cade Mays and Isaiah Wilson who haven't played a ton of football. Now you add Trey Hill in there. When Solomon Kindley went down, there's a lot of youth on that offensive line.
And a youth quarterback. Fields on a 10th play of the drive. Rushes for a first down.
That'll solve some of your protection issues right there.
Pressure again. Fields gets taken down for a Vanderbilt sack. Josh Smith in on the stop. By the way, after a long delay due to a Travion Williams injury, Kentucky has added the extra point. Over on ESPN, they're tied with Texas A&M at 14.
You're going to see some pressure, and you're going to see an outlet receiver come right here. That's the next iteration for Justin Fields, understanding where your answers are, right? He looks to run. His receiver's open there. That's your answer. That's what Jake Fromm's so good at, knowing I got pressure, where's my outlet? That's what Fields will start to learn.
Yeah, Dari, Kentucky's defense continues to impress. Another sack there for Josh Allen just moments ago. And here's Rodrigo Blankenship lining up for a 53-yarder. He had a career-long 55-yarder in the Rose Bowl last year. Drifting, got the leg, and it fits right through. The most popular player on the team celebrates in front of all of his buddies.
Boy, that would have been good from 63.
Yeah.
Yes. Look at the leg.
Not bad for a former walk-on. Kirby said, why spend a scholarship on a kicker? Get them all in here. Let's see who's best. I think he's best. Hot Rod does it again. Right there. He's only been targeted 4 times. Pressure. Shermer in traffic. Over the top of Chris Pierce. And he'll have to punt it away. 13 seconds left in College Station. Kentucky and Texas A&M are tied at 14, and Kentucky waiting to punt it away.
You're going to see pressure get in the face of Shermer. He's got somewhere to go with the ball. He tries to go collage over the middle of the field. It's not there, but that pressure gets in his face, not able to follow through. Ball comes out high.
He was a little excited after the game, wasn't he?
He was fired up.
Look at his speed. DeAndre Swift finally taken down after a gain of 24.
Again, a more valuable time for Justin Fields out there.
Swift averaging better than 7 yards a carry. Fields on play action. Looking for a post route. That's covered up. Sideline grab by Godwin. And they say he is inbounds. Caught for a first down on a gain of 21.
Godwin on the side. That is,
wow, that's beautiful.
That is really good. Really, really good. Great to see Terry Godwin getting involved. We saw the touchdown earlier in the game. As I said, just 4 receptions for 46 yards coming into this game.
Fields hands it off. Here's Harrion. And he'll take it to the goal line. And the whole pile goes over. Touchdown, Georgia. 12-yard physical run for Brian Harrion.
That's a great physical run by Harrion.
Ruling on the field was a fumble by Georgia, recovered by Georgia in the end zone, touchdown.
But if they're handing out TDs, that offensive line, each one of them.
That's where the ball came out.
And it's down there. Did we have a clear recovery is the thing.
Well, they ruled it was recovered by Georgia. By the way, that's right at the feet of a Vanderbilt player at the time, and then into Harrion's hands. What do we call that from last week? That's Hungry, Hungry Hippo. It's winning again.
That comes right out. No one even knows it's out until it gets kicked.
2 guys knew it was out. Graham and Dirk are sensational cameramen. They were all over it.
Well, yeah, all over it.
Shermer over the middle. Brilliant catch on a ball that was behind the receiver.
Surprised we haven't seen more shots downfield by Vanderbilt. It's kind of what they make their money on in the passing game. Georgia's doing a really good job of playing a 2-deep shell, staying over the top of everything, keeping Kyle Shermer and these receivers in front and rally into tackle.
3rd and 2. Incomplete, batted down by Richard LeCount. Pardon me. Jared Pinckney was the intended receiver.
That's just a really good play. Really good play. Great ball by Shermer. Had Pinckney there, but LeCount comes at the last second and breaks it up. Shermer's frustrated today. I mean, just had opportunities early, didn't capitalize, and when you have those opportunities early, you don't take advantage. Usually don't come around again against a team like Georgia.
All the phones are already lit. As we wait to go to the 4th quarter, one more snap to get us there. Fair catch taken at the 21-yard line. 45-yard punt. To the 4th we go, and everybody's going to have to charge their phones later. A whole lot of special teamers were getting sideline trophies. Another big run. This is James Cook, the freshman. All the way down Tanier Creek and gone. 78-yard sprint.
Looking like the older brother on that one.
Keeps that up. Dalvin will be his brother instead of him being Dalvin's.
Man, all you got to do is give me the ball. I score every time I touch it. That's what he's telling guys on the sideline.
Yeah. First touchdown for the freshman out of Miami Central.
Well, Chaney said he's the most explosive guy they got. They just have a full backfield. Can't get him the ball a ton.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown. The previous play is under further review.
Did you know there's a creek that runs under Sanford Stadium? It runs from here into the Little Oconee, which ends up at the Oconee, and therefore eventually near Nick Saban's lake house. But I digress. The creek runs about 9 feet under the playing surface in a culvert, and that creek runs parallel to the near sideline. So as James Cook takes off up the sideline, he's running right over the top of the creek. He may have had his foot in the water at, what's that, the 37?
Yeah. See a shot here. Well, the heel's up, but it looks like the inside of his foot barely grazes that white. Is that enough for you?
Well, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I thought on the first look, I thought he was out.
Yeah, but on that look, it's hard to tell how much of the heel is actually up. This might give us a good idea.
Yeah, see, I thought it was. I thought it was.
Well, I mean, from behind, it looks like his whole foot's almost over it, but that's because the heel's up and his toe is in. But it's hard to tell. The inside of his foot there is on the line.
There's green there, but one more frame, the green disappears. I think he's out, but it must be indisputable.
Exciting young player.
After review, the ruling is that the ball carrier stepped out of bounds at the minus 44-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Georgia. Please reset the game clock to 14 minutes, 55 seconds. Thank you.
I thought it was on the other side. I thought it was down on this side of the field. Wait a second. You got the ball at the wrong 44-yard line. Oh well, 32-point game, but that is a fairly big mistake for the replay booth and the guys in the field to spot it at the completely wrong 44-yard line. 20-14 was the final after Kentucky missed a 43-yard go-ahead field goal with a shot up the crossbar. James Cook again down inbounds for a gain of 13. Matthew Downing has entered the game at quarterback for Georgia with 12 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Plenty of reserves getting an opportunity, including Prather Hudson, sophomore out of Columbus, Georgia. And Kentucky still controls its destiny in the East, right? You get Georgia head-to-head. Georgia's got LSU and Auburn still remaining on the schedule.
When you think about the way that Kentucky football team plays, the chip they have on their shoulder, the lack of respect that they feel they get week in and week out, that'll only build that part of that football team.
Yeah, you never want to lose, but Kentucky is definitely the kind of team from a mental standpoint that's going to use that every day in practice to try to get some sort of revenge.
Downing finds Jaden Hunter, and that's good for a Georgia first down.
And again, the good thing for Kentucky, they still have an opportunity to go to Georgia.
Barmy Jackson Harris, this 88 with the catch. Cook is the tailback, high snap, and they'll just fall on it. Downing facing pressure, fires end zone, out of bounds, incomplete, and into the hedges, well into the hedges. Harris Jackson has to get pulled right out of it.
Just barely missed.
There is a chain link fence inside those hedges, and a little bit of help from his friend.
He gets stuck in there.
Oh.
Downing left it just a little outside.
It's like a ground rule double at Wrigley.
Yeah.
Just throw up your hands and don't play it into the ivy. 28-yard attempt now for Rodrigo Blankenship. Did you like that play that Jim Chaney drew up?
Loved it. One of my favorite concepts in the red zone. Should have knocked on the glass and dialed that one up earlier.
Through the hands and into the shrubbery. There is between the hedges, there is outside the hedges, and finally someone inside the hedges.
Win, 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 win. These ops ain't lit. Win, 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 win.
Can't figure things out right now on either side of the ball.
There is nowhere to hide in this conference. You will be exposed at one point or another. Shermer running out of space. And he gets up holding his left ankle.
Number 56, Adam Anderson.
Working to his right. Great job spinning around, escaping pressure, and getting rid of the ball. Looks like his leg gets caught underneath the body there.
So stop it. Here's Crawford. Think about Felipe Franks for a minute. We talked about how he deals with social media earlier in the season. If he would have listened to all the haters in social media, he wouldn't have even played today, let alone lead Florida to one of their biggest wins in years.
Yeah, and that was something he had to learn. He had to learn to shut it off. He had to learn to not look at his Twitter mentions after a game. That's something that'll get to these young, impressionable players. You forget all those voices on social media end up adding up to something that can really have an effect on you.
Sam Dobbs picks up the first down for Vandy. Clock will stop for a moment.
Timeout.
And longer than a moment.
It's a third and final timeout of the half. This is a 30-second timeout.
So Vandy can find some momentum. They can't win this game, but they can leave with a positive taste in their mouth, at least a little bit, if they can find a score here late in the game.
Yeah, first impressions of Mo Hassan, haven't really seen him. Just speaking to coaches at Vandy, you know, his athleticism stands up. I tell you what, he throws a good ball. Spins it, nice tight spiral. We saw him push it downfield earlier in the drive, a couple short completions. I mean, I'm not trying to rave about something that's insignificant. I realize this is garbage time, doesn't really matter, but a guy that's in the reins or in the waiting arms of this Vanderbilt team as Kyle Shermer will move on and after this season, he's got some talent back there.
Hassan out of Dillard High School in Miami, originally went to Syracuse. didn't play for the Orange, and then Coffeyville Community College last year. He's a redshirt sophomore. Georgia has not allowed a touchdown tonight, trying to keep it that way. Hassan has Josh Crawford next to him in the backfield. Fade route. It is incomplete, and multiple flags. They're looking for Tennyson. William Poole with the coverage.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 31. The foul occurred in the end zone. The ball is placed at the 2-yard line. First down.
13th penalty against Georgia tonight.
Try to run the same play we saw Georgia run at the other end. Throwing the corner route into the end zone. Georgia overthrew it. Vandy a little underthrown there, which leads to the penalty.
Couple plays left for Vandy if they do it right. Straight ahead. And Crawford is in. Touchdown Vanderbilt, and Josh Crawford is second of the season. Georgia will take a knee, and they will improve to 6-0 on the season, 4-0 in the SEC. Jake Fromm will improve as a starter to 18-2. I kind of thought, big picture, thought we'd see Justin Fields on the field more often.
Yeah, I think they tried early on to get him in some significant time, throw the football a little bit, had a few penalties on some of his completions as well. This is Jake Fromm's team. There's no doubt. Yes, they would like to continue to bring Justin Fields along for what he can provide as a changeup. And down the road, maybe they'll have a decision to make at quarterback. But right now, it's still Jake Fromm's team. He's the best option for this Georgia football team.
Some O-line issues to deal with Georgia. They had some injuries up front. A lot of penalties and procedural issues with the offensive line as well. Kirby Smart takes care of Derek Mason's squad. No repeat of the last time Vandy was here in 2016. Fromm throws for 276 and 3 touchdowns. Kyle Shermer did not throw a touchdown.